Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Ridiculous Faith. Welcome. Y'all come on in. Let's share the video. It is a great day. Today is a great day. I want you to say that today is a great day. Today, today is going to be a wonderful day. Girl, she's away today. I'm going to talk about some good stuff today. I'm talking about faith to fund it. Hey, Kiko. Faith to fund it. Faith to fund it. Kiko. I was just sharing, one of my spiritual daughters is opening up like a consignment shop. And I was sharing with her different models to use. And your name came up. That sounds like another business, ma'am. If somebody's going to, Kiko, I told my husband, I said, if people won't copy off me anyway, I might as well get paid for them to do it. Like, let's do it right. You know what I mean? And so maybe like some seminars and workshops about some stuff that you can do. Because I want you to think about this, Kiko. Some people will not have the grit and grind that you have to pull it off. So you don't even have to worry about competition. But I want you to think from this vantage point as an empire. I want you to think for an empire that you get people in the same field to pay you. You become the expert in the field. And actually, people can take your workshops from all over the world because people think they want a boutique until they got to do the work of it. Everybody don't want it, but they think they do. And so they could come to a workshop, $99, you give them a nice little package of the ebook and whatever we decide, right? Think about it, 100 people a month, I just added $10,000 to your income, Miss Kiko. So I need you to understand. Remember me. When you come into your kingdom, remember me. And that's the kind of stuff I'm going to talk about today. So think about it. You get 100 people throughout the month, even if you had two different ones, but you get 100 people to sign up for $100. That's $10,000 a month. You don't have to worry about all the other stuff that you do because now you got a $10,000 base. And people could be taking this all day long. You could be doing videos and different things like that. And then, Kiko, you want to make it bigger? Do you want to make it bigger? I just need a word. Do you want to make it bigger? You can actually train other people to work under you, and you could be having simultaneous workshops all, different times of the day and different things like that, where you're getting paid for the same information. And so people around the world is taking your course on how to get it done, creative ways to get it done. And so you can have a book of resources and vendors. You could have a book that comes out every year with updates. I'm just trying to listen. I'm trying to let y'all know that I have the grace to create. I have the grace to fund my vision. Hey, y'all, Toy. Hey, Nisha. We're going to get together today, Nisha. Hey, Trey. All right, y'all come on in. Let's pray. Father, we do thank you and we bless you. We give you glory. We thank you, Father, for everything pertaining to life and godliness. God, I thank you, God, for the resources necessary to pull off every dream, every idea. God, for us to make it bigger. God, we know that you do exceeding abundant above all we're able to ask or think according to the power that works on the inside of us. So we have the power to make it happen. We have the power to fund. We have the power to get funding. We have the power to create funding. And we just praise you for it now in Jesus' name. I want y'all to say that. I need you to say this. Money come to me now. Money come to me now. Money come to me now. I gotta get to my and I'm believing God that we're not gonna have no issues with the internet. And so I have the grace to fund it. And so I want to talk to you about that. I'm going to give you some principles, but then you got the coach today. I'm going to give you some creative ways. I had a meeting today. One of actually my spiritual daughter, who's an attorney, came here today, and we talked about some financial things that I want to do because I'm getting ready to own. Can y'all flow with me? I don't know if y'all can handle this, Toya. I don't know what you're gonna be doing. Toya, don't get comfortable. Toya, don't get comfortable. I just heard the Lord say that. Don't get comfortable. You can have businesses working for you, Toya. I'm just feeling this. When I say what I'm talking about in a minute, I just see you having businesses working for you. Many people don't know that my executive director, Melissa, got a $1 million business. Like, y'all don't even hear about it. You don't have to hear about it. She also is a dean of a PhD program at a school, but still works for me full time, still travels with me around the world. And so I believe that God is going to send people where they're going to get paid from other sources, but they're still going to work with me and they're going to travel around the world. My favor will get them paid. The favor that is attracted to me, they'll get money from everywhere. They won't need my money. They just do this because this is what they love to do. But anyway, I just had a meeting with her and I told her, I just kind of voiced with her, she owns real estate. And I said, I want you to get me in the game. I need to get in the game. And she said, well, I have a way for you to get funding. So now I just won't have a house in the Bahamas. I'm going to have properties in the Bahamas. And then I was telling her about the private island that I was on. And then she told me about her neighbor who owns a parcel of land where I was talking about. And she was like, that's doable. Y'all can't tell me her island. How many of y'all see her island? Don't do that. Do you see her island? Like you can laugh and you could be like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's cute. Like, Vision, Pastor Monica. I don't say stuff I don't mean. She just said it was possible. All I need to know is that it's possible. And when I know that it's possible, then I need people to go check on my properties all around this land. I mean, all around this world. I need somebody I need a whole team. Lord, I'm speaking right now by the authority of the Holy Ghost that God, you are sending me another level of team. I ain't getting rid of my old team, but I'm saying that he's sending more team members so I can get everything in my head, in my hands. I got to share the love. I got to share the load. I got to share the vision. I receive that right now. I receive new people. I receive additional people in my life to help run all of this stuff that's going on in my head. Her realty, like, anyway. Are y'all see? So you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm going to go and start looking at property. I'm going to take y'all on the journey. I'm going to start looking at parcels of land. I'm going to go ask our guy who comes up to our backyard on the boat to take me to some islands that are vacant. That's they have a list, a real estate list of the islands that I gotta. Exposure creates expansion. See, until you live at this level, you don't know it's out there because you don't need to know. I mean, but people are living like this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I don't have time to be taking baby steps. Anyway, that was just me casting vision for my life. All right. So let me tell you about, say, I have the grace to fund it. Say it. I have the grace to fund it. Believe that God can do it. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Do you believe? I believe God can do it. The fact that I have a house in the Bahamas, I believe God can do it. And my kids, my babies are coming today. Their parents do, but I mean, the twins are coming today. And I was thinking how the Bible talks about how you're not welcome until you can take care of your children's children. Well, this is normal for them. They're only 1.5. This will be their third time in the Bahamas. They've been to Singapore. Like, what? They're gonna be looking at the kids at daycare like, you don't have a house, you don't have a beach. Like, what you do on your beach? Like, that's because this is their lifestyle. I prayed for this, y'all. When I was in a Section 8 apartment, I remember holding my son saying, I'm gonna make a better life for you. I remember that, y'all. I do. I tell him about it all the time. And it's one picture where I'm holding him on his brown pleather couch in my Section 8 apartment with the gold vertical blinds. And I remember holding him, looking at him as perfection, saying, I'm going to do something. I'm going to make you proud. I'm going to, this was not the intention that I had for you to come into this world in this place, but I'm going to make you proud. I was able to send my children, all 3 of them, to private school. I was like, I said, I'm going to do some stuff, y'all. And I kept my commitment. And you can keep yours too. First of all, it starts with a what? Decision. You make a decision. I'm gonna live another level of lifestyle. I was like, oh, broke is overrated and overpopulated. I'm good on that. For real. I was just like, oh, seriously. One day I came into that apartment and I gotta release that documentary that I did called The Kingdom Mogul. And y'all see where I literally lived with my son as a single mother. I was only a single mother for a little while, but the point is, I was a single mother. We used to go down to see when the hood, y'all don't know nothing about this. Well, y'all might. The hood, you got corner stores and you get the $2 hoagie, okay? And that's what you eat. And so that's what we would eat. I would walk to the store and get a $2 hoagie. And I remember saying, it's got to be more than this. Like, God, my taste is too good for this. And so I need you to, but I made a decision. My friends will tell you, my friends are my friends on Facebook still from high school and stuff. You always talk like this. You always said you were going to live like this. You were going to travel. You were going to do this. I've been wanting a Bentley forever. When I first found out what it was, and that a Bentley is different from a Phantom or something like that. A Phantom is to be driven. A Bentley is to drive. But most Bentley owners, and I did my research prior to getting one, most Bentley owners are self-made millionaires. So I knew, hey, because I ain't come from no silver spoon. I knew when I got my dream car, it would be a Bentley, because it's the symbolism of hard work. It's a symbolism of somebody started from the bottom, now they what? And I've always wanted it. So even for my 50th birthday, when they presented my Bentley for my birthday, it was in my book, the booklet for the birthday that had the whole history of Bentley, because I needed to know people. I wasn't just doing stuff. Like I work hard. We ain't supposed to be talking about that right now. We're supposed to be talking about funding. Okay, real quick. So I had the faith that God could do it. So even when I didn't see it, I believed that he could do it. I moved from believing he could do it to now saying he will do it for me. So I made a decision, I made a declaration, and then I had to do what was a successful one. I had faith to believe that I could work for myself. I had to believe that I was somebody's entrepreneur. I didn't know all the things, but I don't need to know. See, I jump out there. I'd be like, oh, I should have thought of that. But I've never seen the righteous forsaken. So number one, you got to have faith. Number two is focus. Laser focus on your goals. Keep distractions at bay. And it's not always easy. It is not always easy to not get distracted. Hey, Wanda. And I got so many things going on. That's why I need managers of it all. Well, y'all keep praying for me. I'm feeling that I'm getting ready to start putting directors over my life. It's going to be directors over my life. It's going to be directors over my life. What do you mean, Pastor Monica? Directors that's running each part of my life. I'm getting ready to pour at another level so that I can get all of this stuff out of me. Y'all just got me excited. Y'all just got me excited. Lynetta is getting ready to publish her. You see how you just got a promotion already? Lynetta got a promotion already. We didn't even have training yet. Lynetta got a promotion already. She about to make me multi-million dollars with this publishing company. I thought I was just helping y'all with a project. Hey, Andrea, I thought I was just helping y'all with a project until people just kept coming. And I'm like, such and such told me you. And then international, we got 2 international books that just came in today. On today. And I said, well, Jesus, I need a system in place. Siobhan, I need a system in place. We probably have more authors in Africa and Nairobi. And I'm like, this is crazy. I can't keep up. And God said, you said you wanted more, sis. And I said, true, I did. But see, this is what I'm saying. We don't understand what encompasses when you say more. You want a big house. Girl, if you, that's an incomplete prayer. The request known unto God and man. Listen to this. Listen to this. You better, it need to be with some cleaners and all. Look, them big houses got all them windows and stuff. Listen, when I moved here, I already knew I'm not cleaning this. I mean, we have these floors. We got different types of floors in every suite. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. I need you to understand. Ain't nobody doing that. So yeah, no. All right. So let me go back. Number one, I got to have faith. Number two, I got to focus. Number three, I got to have fortitude. I got to embrace resilience. Number four, I'm just going to run through them. Fearlessness. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. When I started publishing books over in Africa, I was just like, let's just do a Zoom. Like, it's not that deep. I said, let's just do a Zoom. We did a Zoom. They told me the concept. We got with the team. The teams did it. And we was just like, oh, well, that worked. We did 4 books so far. I'm like, this will work. Number 5 is foresight. You got to plan ahead. And that's what I need to do. These things are going to take off. So I need somebody, I'm going to keep vision casting. I need somebody who just run my products, where they just run the shoes and the handbags and stuff like that, and just run all of this stuff and get us in places. And I declare in the name of Jesus, my new money bags are coming out with the different colors. Hopefully I'll show y'all a sample today. And then I could just get them in Macy's in the different stores. And y'all gonna be able to look up and see a Kingdom brand and be like, I know her. And she is so cool. Like, for real, we like cousins, because everybody's like my family, So yeah, no. And I'm going to create a whole marketplace for women. I'm just talking what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a whole marketplace for women to share all of their products, computer, right? I'm going to help do everything. It's going to be like a marketplace. It's going to be a marketplace, and she's going to be featured, Anyway. All right. So faith, focus, fortitude, fearlessness, foresight, flexibility, fluidity. I like to change it to fluidity. Everywhere there's a space, water goes. Then we got to have follow through. That's the big thing, y'all. Y'all got these grand ideas, but you don't follow through. I follow through. I do. I just follow through. I say I'm going to do something. I do it. Then there's that. Like, I just do it. I got a new certification program coming out. You'll get letters this week. Now, listen, if you're not a part of my certification program, why? I don't understand. Like, anytime that I go out to teach stuff, yeah, her market, actually, Shayna already got the name, is Market Her, like market her. But thank you. You in the vein. And I'm going to tell you something, like, I'm pouring myself into other women. Like, I have my own shoe line, but I'll help 10, 15 other women develop their own shoe line. I'm gonna help 10 to 15 other women help develop their own handbag line. Everything I do, I'm gonna help at least 10 to 20 people do it. Okay? Because I don't want to just be sitting there just like, look at me. I want to be like, look at us. Look at us. And it's gonna have a different flavor. It's gonna have a different thank you, Andrea. It's gonna have a whole different flavor. I'm getting so excited, y'all. I can see a camp. Shayna, you just ignited something. I see a camp. Like a retreat type of thing, where literally Siobhan is similar. Well, from what I saw from the pictures of what you did in Kenya, when you had the schools and the vocational school for the people that you were helping. Hey, Derek. I see a camp like that. And in each of the rooms, in each of the rooms, my team is in there helping them develop their products. And by the time they leave this camp, they will have had their products developed. Not working on it, not starting on it. They would have had the vendors. They would have had everything in place so that they can go and do a good job for God. Who gonna help me with it? Because y'all be hyped until I be like, okay, and so here's what I need. No, because, and you save up the money to get there. Like, if you can leave with a product, if you can leave with it already, like, what? I don't care how you get here. You can reach me by caravan, cross the desert like an Arab man. I don't care how you get here. I'm tired of hearing excuses from the saints. You cannot keep praying for favor. And guess what? Favor is not always free. But you've been bugging God about somebody to help you, bugging God about somebody to push you, bugging God about somebody to let you in the game. And when they do, you make excuses of why you can't show up. I don't want to hear it. I ain't that kind of coach. Y'all see, I just got mad like so quick. Oh my God, it's so funny. I crack myself up. Crystal, I love you so much. That's my daughter. I love her so much. We had our talk. I was gonna say chat and talk, so it kind of came out chalk, but we had our chat yesterday. And I love her so much. My spiritual daughters mean the world to me. I love my mentees too. One of my mentees from Kenya, melted my heart this morning. My mentor. I'm like, I just mentor women around the world. I love Jesus. Oh, I asked him to use me and he did. All right, let's go back. Faith, focus, fortitude, fearlessness, foresight, fluidity, follow through, follow through, follow through. If I had $1 million, not even $1 million, if I had $5 for everybody who contacted me about stuff, I move so quickly. So if you contact me about something, I'm already on it. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? Some people just want to talk to me. I really just believe, can we talk for a minute? I do not have time to chit chat. Okay, I'm busy. And so I think some people, because when you see, it's like over and over years though. I got some girl this years 2014. PM, I need to get with you. PM, I'm like, girl, the day you ready, that's when you contact me, because I don't have time to be threatened that you get ready to do some stuff. Follow through. And she's still in the same place. I'm not even throwing shade. I'm just saying at some point you get the same inbox I got. You can scroll through and see, okay, I've done this several times. Like, you either want it or you don't. And if you do, I'm only called to the overdue, because if you don't want it like yesterday, then you're not going to do what I tell you to do anyway, because it's going to seem like that's too much. If you ain't there where you just got to get it out of you, if you're not there where you like, then don't call me, because I'm not your coach. If you want somebody to coddle you and take your money, that's some other people can do that. I don't even want your money just to take time to coach and coach and coach and coach, and you never produce. Because let me tell you something, the coach is only as good as the stats of his players. Teach, girl. So I could be an amazing coach, but if my people never produce, then I'm not a good coach at all. And I don't want you on my team because you're messing up my stats. Mm-hmm. Follow through. Number 8 is foundation, strong base. Number 9 is faithfulness, and number 10 is fulfillment. Y'all got it? That's how you fund it. Faith, focus, fortitude, fearlessness, foresight, fluidity, follow through, foundation, faithfulness, and fulfillment. Now, let me give you some practical ways. You can rally supporters by doing some type of crowdfunding campaign. And I'm not talking about like GoFundMe or nothing like that. But I always tell everybody, oh, shut up. Falsa, you're not going to come on. I don't even know if you heckling me, because you always hear the heckle. But you show up on TikTok, you show up on Instagram, you show up on Facebook, and it's always, I don't know what you're saying. So I ain't going to accuse you of heckling, but you typically. Crystal, listen, I feel it. So here's what I'm saying. I tell all of my mentees, it don't even exist until you launch it. We got a launch party, and I need all of y'all to come. Who will come with me? Find a date. What's the date, Toya, for Cam and them? Cam, my spiritual son and daughter, Cameron and Mika, I think it's on the 8th, are having a launch party for their travel business, and they're launching their book. And I need all of my supporters and helpers to go. Let's show them how it's done. This is how we do it. What you make happen for one, God makes happen for you. And they're giving away a free weekend getaway, so you could win a trip. And it's all because I told you. You're welcome. So I want you to go and support people of God. Let's just do that. Let's just. You signed up. Thank you. I want everybody to sign up. Go register. Toya or Lynette will get the link to register, so you can just sign up and register. Let's overwhelm people of God. People who help me. Do good to those. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, I love that. And guess what? I'm gonna do the same thing for y'all. Launch something. I'm gonna be like, my people. It doesn't hurt us to celebrate each other. It doesn't hurt us to support one another. The body fitly joined, every joint supplying one another. It doesn't help. Sow a seed. Like, let's do it. It doesn't hurt me to do that. It helps me. And guess what? It goes on my account. God be like, okay, check. I can trust her, because she'll make it happen for the kingdom, even if her name is not on the marquee. Like, okay. All right, so I want y'all to sign up for that, okay? And guess what? I've done it for other people who forgot and acted brand new and acted ugly. And guess what? I'll still do it again, because when your intentions are pure, it don't matter. God writes my check. I'm not looking for people to be my source. God is my source. And if you do it with the right intention, when you help people, you're not going to even hold the new people. You're not going to hold against the new people what old people did to you. It don't even matter. I did it right. I do it with a pure heart. That's right. The Lord will repay. Amen. All right. So let's talk about it. So launch it. So that's what I told them to do. I said, launch it. Get all of your friends and supporters. Get all of your people in one place. That's what you want to do when you launch. When you launch, somebody might not never read that book because you know your cousin don't even be reading like that. But they'll come to a place to celebrate you where all of us are there to honor you, and we'll show them how it's done, baby. Don't give me the mic. I'll be like, hey, all of you who come to support Lisa, this is amazing. Oh, you're her sister. Oh my God, this is awesome. And then right after that, I go into, let's just do something real quick. I'd like to buy as many books as we can. Can we do that? And I'm gonna get a book, and then somebody else will say, I'm gonna get a book, and then y'all only like, I'm gonna get a book, and then your cousin like, I'm gonna get a, she ain't gonna read it. It don't matter. I'm gonna get a book, and then before we know it, it's 100 books. Okay, at $20, we left Lisa with $2,000. And then let's go on our way. It doesn't hurt me to do that. It doesn't hurt me to do that. It doesn't hurt me to do that. Those of you on TikTok is ispeakworldwide.com/royal. That's how you register. It's a free event. It's going to be inspiring. And I'll do that for all of my mentees. I will. Now, I can't stay to all of them, y'all, because I got so many mentees around the world. Y'all be having me doing this all day long. But I will pop in. And Toya tell you, Lynette will tell you, I popped in. One lady, she came out, I helped her come out with the bracelet line. And I asked all of my supporters to go there. We went on there. People bought bracelet. One lady said, I'm gonna buy one of each. Then people started following suit, bought one of each, which was like one something. And then I was like, but you know who I am, right? And people was like, yeah, we know who you are. And I was like, like we did the bracelets. I think she made like $5,000 that night. I think we did the bracelets. And then I was like, we got to sow a seed. Because I don't go nowhere and don't sow. And so I was like, let's just sow a seed. Some of my supporters gave 200, 500. One person gave 1,000. We raised a $5,000 seed on top of the $5,000 bracelet. The lady was done. She was crying. She couldn't believe it. $10,000 on this. This is my life, though. And so it didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt me. It don't hurt me to use my influence. It does not hurt me. I do this other thing. I did, I don't know if anybody on here was from Rich Girls. I did Rich Girls. Crystal might have been on it. I took 40 women. I took an application for 40 women, and I said, I'll mentor you for 6 weeks. I think it was 4 or 6 weeks. I can't remember. And we'll raise money. I'm going to show you how to raise money. And they, oh my God, they gave me y'all, at first, I don't like asking people for money. The Bible says that you have not because you ask not. So tell God you don't want the stuff that, you know what I mean? Like, so I had to do that because, and I gave them ways. I had my team put together packets for them to raise money, and I gave them different ways to raise money. Hey, Yvonne. And we raised $104,000 in 6 weeks. I took nothing. Everybody kept what they raised. They didn't know what I was going to ask for. I mean, they sowed a seed every week when I came, and as they should, they sowed a seed every week that I showed up and taught the class, but they kept all the money. One lady, the lady who was here, my spiritual daughter who was here today, she a lawyer. I'm not asking people for money. Okay. She did what we said. She got $4,000. She said, PM, I have $4,000 and I didn't have to do anything for it. I said, no, you don't. And she was like, one lady had Dr. A. Many of you know Dr. A from her church. She went to some corporations and they gave her, she totaled 28,000. I think she did the most, 28,000. She was like, they gave me a check for. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. How many of you know they're glad they joined the Rich Girl Project? And I'm not feeling led to do it right now. And I will do it a different way. Cheryl already, listen. Diana was on Rich Girls. I brought it too. Like people was paying me thousands of dollars every week. I was like, okay, here's what you do. I'm showing people how to do what I do. All right. And they came up with products. And remember that day, Diana, after all the products I helped them come up with during the 6 weeks, we had a marketplace, virtual marketplace that people came on, all their friends and family came on and was buying stuff from them and the other people. Like, oh, that t-shirt is hot, and they was buying. So we had like a QVC, and you got to present your product that we created in just 6 weeks. I'm making things happen for the kingdom, doggone it. And that was a couple years ago. Can you imagine what I know now, what I could do now? Yeah. God ain't telling me to do it free no more. I'm just saying. Oh, you couldn't. Oh, yes. Siobhan said, I hate I couldn't participate. I was overcoming. It was such a good experience. I couldn't believe we raised that much money. I was like, in 6 weeks, like, but what could happen, y'all? Y'all get me all off track. But what could happen if we really built a platform that went like that, that continued like that? What could happen? It forced everyone, you're right. Diana said it forced everybody out the box because the stuff that you weren't comfortable with, the sisters was on it like, come on, you can do, people, and when people started getting their momentum and mojo, and then we had a private Facebook group that when you started working on stuff, people would upload it and people would get feedback. What do you think about this cover? And it was such an awesome community. I loved it. I love facilitating stuff like that. I would love to just pour. If I could just do this all day long and all of my money issues were solved, I would just make other people's dreams come true all day, every day. I would do it. And son, hey, Apostle Stone, listen, I want to do something like that for men because the men always be like, but PM, what about us? You don't care nothing about us? We love you too. That's how they be treating me. And so I want to do something for empowerment just for the men. I want to bring a bunch of men together and I want us to do an empowerment thing for men. Okay. We already talked about it, but I'm just saying. And so I want to will y'all help me push the men as well? Some of you got husbands and sons. Will y'all push them to get on that Zoom and we can create a platform for men to be empowered? They got books on the inside of them too. Okay, the same way I got the bags or whatever, they got backpacks for men. What are it called? Man bags. Is it called man bags? Whatever. Satchels, whatever. They got sneakers too. Like I can help men do it too. So anyway. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm all on focus right now. All right, so launching it out, and so that's kind of like crowdfunding. So you get people to come, you offer a product, everybody buys that product, they could sow a seed. You're making all that money in one day, but it also helps them to hold you accountable for what you launched. So that's one way to raise the funds. Okay. So if you want to do something, you can do something like that. And now that we're in a digital era, you got to put your COVID brain back on where you understand we don't have to be in a building. You could do it in person. I love in-person stuff too. You can do it in person, but you can also do it virtually so that people from around the world can participate in it. All right. A couple $1,000s from a Zoom don't hurt. Diana, I did the marketplace. I'm going to do that again, but it's next level. I did the marketplace. Remember that time I did a class and then I did the Her Market. No, it wasn't called Her Market. It was just called Marketplace. And I raised $17,000 in 2 days in the same week. Okay, God is good and his mercies. So you can do something like that. All right. Number 2, you can pre-sell products and services, offer pre-orders. So like we're officially launching Publish Her, right? And so I've been doing books. I did 200 and something books already. So I was just doing it unofficially as a project. And now I am going to offer pre-sales products and services. So packages, like I have a coaching session after this, packages. So I'm going to do one of the first packages that we're offering is you get a book, you get a workbook, and you get a journal to go with your book, right? That's 3 products in one for a low price. And we'll get it done for you in like a week or 2. You'll have it in your hand, like this book right here, like my books that I got right here. I wrote these. This book is good, y'all. Y'all need to get this book. It's called Empowered Faith, and it's inspirational faith confessions for Kamala. This is my coloring book. I don't know why I read this often, but it's so good. Anyway, when your birthday, it's your birthday, I'm gonna make it happen for you. After you had to wait, me and Lisa collaborated on a project, and she had to wait. And she was so, let me just say this. I gotta focus. I'm gonna get back to my points, I promise. She was the evidence. This is how Christians should do business. Don't call yourself a Christian business if you're not going to be Christian, period. Please, we'll have that done way before that. Something happened that was beyond my control. And every other project that I did, just went through with no problem. This one, I was like, God, please. But I know y'all know my confession. I kept saying every delay works in my favor and all that. I had to switch people. We had to switch vendors, all of that stuff. And I called Lisa and I kept her abreast every step of the way. I took responsibility because ultimately her contract was with me. Ultimately, she's my client. And it doesn't matter if somebody else is screwing me over on the other side. I'm responsible to her. And I kept in communication with her. And she was just as Christian. And she said, thank you so much for keeping me abreast. Just we got it through. But the point is, I felt terrible, but I didn't have to feel as bad because somebody was giving me the business. Like she was literally, and I'm like, I'll work with her any day. Any day. Okay, you name it. What we got, what we doing? Because it just blessed me that that somebody, I don't know why I've been crying lately. This is so annoying. Oh my God. People put so much pressure on me, and I moved to try to make things happen so quicker than the average company person, whatever. But when it comes to me, people do not give me a break. When I tell you, they can be so honored, Dr. Lisa, at first. Oh my God, I can't believe him is calling me. And then when it comes, if I make a mistake or something happens, they don't give me a break at all. And some people have ran me through the mud after I did all of that for them. They will, no grace. I mean, when I say no grace whatsoever, I'm like, woo. So when I find somebody who values me and appreciates me and even can understand that things happen and still celebrate and she signed up for other things after that, which says I'm not holding, but I get it. You're a person of integrity. That just blessed my life. So anyway, and I call 1,000 more clients like Lisa, Lord, in Jesus' name. Please. All right. I got to stay focused. So pre-sell products and services. Now, y'all stop pre-selling stuff and you don't have no intention of my books. I'm so excited about my book, Watch Your Mouth. All of you who sowed a seed that day, you're going to get a copy of it. And y'all got to take a picture with it, okay. Y'all got to have this stuff done. You got to do it in excellence and order. You can pre-sell packages. Like I'm coaching, these life coach people, and I'll talk about my certifications again. Offer pre-packages, especially when you first getting started. You don't try to charge top dollar. We don't know who you are, ma'am. But you can charge packages where they get 3 sessions for this price and 5 sessions for this price. And that's a great way to begin your businesses and stuff. So you can do that. That's another way to fund it. Imagine you had a package for $200. You get 100 people to do that. You made 20 grand. That's 20 G's. I've never seen 20 G's I didn't like. You can sell a package for 200. And you just, all you got to do is keep selling. And that's what I'm talking about. So you can do pre-packaged, you can do ebooks and all kinds of stuff, but make it be beneficial. Make it information that we really need. Like not the foolishness. All right. Then you can collaborate with other influencers. All right. You can collaborate with other influencers. Like I'm having a launch. I'm launching all these churches. I got vending tables. If you got products, why wouldn't you just meet me in Vegas? Like meet me in Vegas. I don't get it. It's $125 to showcase your, and let me tell you something. The first day that we opened registration for the launch, we had 32 people. I was like, okay, we are really building a church in Vegas. Anyway, you meet me in Vegas. I don't get here. Okay. And just get your products and services and go to the next place. You can literally be on tour. I'm on tour with PM. You could be on tour. We going to Atlanta, Chicago, Philly, and just be all it's going to cost you is a hotel and $25. I mean, you got to get there, $125. But the point is, it's cheaper than having to fill a venue. It's cheaper but you get to still showcase to the people that I bring together. I do the work and you get the benefit. Why wouldn't you do it? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. It makes sense to me. Collaborate with influence, because you essentially get an introduction to my audience. Now they get to come to Lisa's table. Oh, you got financial services. Oh, let me sign up. Now you got people in Vegas. You got people in Atlanta. You got people in. That's a no-brainer for me. But anyway, you can host a fundraising event. I'll tell you some of the fundraising events that I had. I do something every year called Empower-thon. And that's when I invite all of my friends to come, my influencer friends to come, and say great things about me. I mean, you all know how those events go, those telethons, TBN used to have those telethons. They get the big preachers of the time to come up and they give a snippet, okay, and they raise some money, and that's what Empowerthon is about. I get my empowerment speakers from all over the world, and they come in and say, now listen, when I send a letter to them, I'm like, hey bro, like my brother who always heckles me, he always comes, and I say, hey bro, I need you to, I don't say hey bro, it's formal, I'm like, hey prophet, I need you to come and be a part of Empowerthon. This year's theme is such and such and such and such. Your time slot will be such, I mean, this is what we want you to do. And would you also pray about a seed that you will sow? First of all, this ain't nobody getting paid for this, okay? Because this is the fundraiser, and I'll do the same for you. See, that's the thing, though. Don't ask of something that you're not willing to do for somebody else. That's the, so they come, and some of my friends couldn't make it because that's day Bible study and all that. They was like, oh, PM, I'm not gonna be able to make it all, shoot, but I sent $100, or they sent, whatever. So that's what we do. And so all the people come in, they pledge to give something. And it's not a pledge like they're going to pay later. It's they give it that day. And we raised, I think the last time we raised like $12,000, $13,000. I mean, it's just a way to do it. Just a way to do it. I know that's right, Essie. Okay, that would be awesome. So that was one thing to do. So it's kind of like a, what do you call it? Like a telethon, like that. You can do that. And even if you invited 100 people, and maybe you feel like, PM, I can't command stuff like that. Like people was giving 600, they was giving 1,000. I mean, maybe you feel like you can't do that. But if you got 100 of your family and friends to come on, and they all gave 25, that's $2,500 in a sitting. That's if you do 2 hours, you made $1,250 an hour. Just asking. Showing them where you're going, what you've done, have a little PowerPoint presentation, and talk about where you're going. I'll come. So that's one way. The second thing that I've done, and I wish I could show you pictures. I've shown these pictures before. I did something called Jazz on a Rooftop. And I rented a place. Actually, one of my spiritual daughters lived at a high rise in downtown Delaware. And they had how they have the clubhouse or whatever. So theirs was a rooftop clubhouse, hot, right? Didn't have to pay anything. I gave her $100. It was fancy too, overlooking the city. And my son is a musician. First of all, the Bible says you don't work, you don't eat. My kids, or everybody work at my house. And my kids set up music or whatever. I had my step and repeat. It was beautiful. And I had fancy food, honey. I had sushi. I had not champagne, it was sparkling cider because the Saints try to catch you out there. I had sparkling cider. I had sushi. I had shrimp. I had meatballs. That food was so good. People was like, oh my God, this food is amazing. Okay, BJ's, like, I ain't even gonna try to front. I mean, I had bottles everywhere, like bottle service. We had all different types of sparkling cider. We had meatballs, we had wings, we had sushi, and it was plated and tiered and all of that kind of stuff. And I had the park hand lights shining up and all of that kind of stuff. And guess what? It might have cost me $250. We raised about $20,000. So you can do that too. Just find a place. I've been having benefit dinners for a while. Another way, remember that, I don't know, Toy, if you were there. I rented out the DuPont mansion. So we have the DuPonts is big in Delaware. And so they have several mansions around the city. And so I rented out their DuPont mansion. Now, the great thing, I did it around holiday. I did it a holiday party. I think it was 2013. I did a holiday party and everybody was trying to get invited because it was invitation only. So people of influence are trying to get invited, and I would make them, or ask them rather, that when they get an invitation to do this big thing on social media that they've been invited. So people was trying to get, how do I get invited? They were contacting our office and all of that stuff. So the thing that was awesome about, and you can look around in your area to see the mansions and stuff, is that you can't decorate. You said, well, Pastor Monica, how is that a good deal? It's a good deal because it was Christmas time. So they already have it professionally decorated, but they don't want you to bring your janky, what's the stuff Black families used to have on their tree? The little stencils, that stuff. They don't want you to do that. Okay, this is classy. And then the second floor of the mansion is a museum. So that is so That is so awesome. Well, guess what? Oh, you was there too. And so then they told me um, that I am dropping nuggets for y'all. Now, see, here's how you make it look real expensive, right? So here's, and I'm going to show you creative ways to do it. So the mansion was about $800, $900. That's not that bad. And so, and you get the whole mansion. And so the bottom floor, Lisa, I'm gonna show pictures before we get off. The bottom floor, um, so I had a jazz band there. It wasn't my son then; he was young. It was I had a jazz band there, so we had live music. And a celebrity came. One of the guy from Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. My husband friend happened to be in town. I was like, I need you to come. Listen, he came through. If you don't know me by now, hey, you will never. I'm like, listen, okay. And so the downstairs, everybody had to dress in cocktail wear. And I had girls like a celebrity party. So all of my spiritual daughters at the time was Tara. Was you there? Tara might have been there. All of my spiritual daughters at the time, they had to dress real cute because y'all was getting ready to serve the sparkling cider and all of that stuff. It was just amazing. And all of the tables, listen to this, on the first floor was all of my products. It was my cosmetic line. I didn't let anybody else vend on it. It's my party. And all the vendors was in the museum. So they had their each separate rooms. I'm going to show y'all the pictures and video in just a minute. They each had their individual rooms. Because it was at the mansion that was exclusive, I was able to charge $250 for vending. I had about maybe 15, y'all do the math, 15 vendors. So 10 vendors at $250 is what? $2,500. And so I made about $3,000-$4,000 in vending alone. Now I told you the mansion was what? The mansion was $900. So then they said you can't. I'm so smart. Oh my God. They said you can't. What? You can't bring food. You have to use a licensed caterer. Well, Lisa, I ain't had no like. Did we talk about 2013? I really didn't have no money then like that. So I was like, okay. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. The caterers were still trying to charge me astronomical. I want to make money for my events. I told you I never went in the red on my events. So I'm already at $5,000, $4 or $5,000 with vending. So I'm already making money, right? I'm at 3,000. Then I wanted to give bags and all kinds of stuff away. But the point was I was making money. So I was like, how can I do this? Well, guess what? Anybody who live in Delaware will know what I'm talking about. I was like, how can I get around this caterer thing? So I went to Amore's. You already know, you taste it right now because it's so good. I went to Amore's, which is an Italian pizzeria. And I said to them, hey, I'm trying to have an event at the DuPont Mansion and I need a licensed caterer. Do you guys cater? And they said, yeah, we cater. Okay. I really don't need y'all to cater. What I want to do is get several pans of lasagna, several pans of wings, several pans of this, several pans of garlic knots. And I need a copy of your catering license. And he said, oh, no problem. When I tell, okay, so you see what I did? No, I don't want to pay for you to do the huge pans of lasagna at the time was $40. I ordered a couple pans of that. I ordered some garlic knots and it was literally like getting takeout. And we came to the place. We sent them the copy of the license. They are a licensed caterer. It's not a lie. They are a licensed caterer and we were able to do it. And then I had my famous chicken Caesar salad. And people were like, oh my God, this food is so good. Why are you saying this? Because if there's a will, there's a way to pay for it. There's a way to fund it. There's a way. I sold so many products. I got people are like, for years they would say, when are you doing that again? I don't know why I never did it again. But it was amazing. White, black, everybody was there at that party. Right? Come on, y'all. So you literally get the credit for having a social event of the year. You get the credit, and you made $4,000 or $5,000. I don't know how much. I probably made about $10,000 with products and stuff. After that, that's a good day. So do you see why I don't really receive when people act like you can make money? You can make money. I'm gonna show y'all a picture for that. Okay, let me give you some other ways. Do y'all get it? So the crowdfunding type of thing, launch, pre-sell products and services, or do package deals, and then collaborate with other people, host a fundraising event, and things like that out in there. Yeah. So just decide. All right, so here's what I want you to do for the end of the year. How much you want to make with your business? I'm not talking about your salary is set, right? Them people do them people, I'm talking about your job. Them people call you into a meeting and they give you a review and they tell you give you 3% cost of living raise and 5% and all that. Them people I'm talking about what your purpose in your business, how much you want to make. The lowest, if you have anything, if you say anything less than $100,000, I'm gonna snap. Like seriously, like you don't even want God to be involved at all. Like if you, for real, like you don't trust him at all. That's what I'm gonna say if you come less than 100,000. But let's say you want $100,000 from your side business or whatever. 4 different opportunities of making $25,000 is all you need. Think about it. All I need is 4 different ways, whether products, I need my product's profit to total $25,000. Whether it's events, I need 4 different ways that I am going to come up with a plan to equal $25,000. Now, here's the good thing about it, or the thing that I want you to do is learn to live off of your salary and let that $100,000 collect so you can see it. So at the end of the year, you got $100,000 to start off with. Now, if you decide to fire your boss, you already know what you can do, and you got $100,000 in a bank. I taught it to somebody. They did it. They started acting brand new, but we're not going to go there. Stop it, Monica. All right. So get $100,000 in a bank. And now every year, Tara, and you don't get, listen, you go to paychecks.com or you go to one of those businesses where they take out taxes and stuff, where you know that your salary is set and all you do is get a paycheck just like you did with your job. And every year you're making the money for the year before. I mean, the year coming. Does that make sense? Nisha said, I need 500,000. Play with something safe. That's what Nisha said. Nisha said. And $500,000, I've done it for people too. That last year they made $500,000. So, but you got to believe that you can do it, and you probably need a coach. They all did. They needed a coach to do it. I can help you do it. Put your plan together. It just ain't free, but I can help you put your plan together and just follow the plan. 10 things at $10,000. $10,000 is very easy. You can make $10,000 in a weekend. $10,000 is very easy to make. So 10 things at 10,000 is your 100,000. I don't care how you get to 100,000. Let's just get to 100,000. Once you understand that, now it's easy to get to $1 million. When I hit $1 million liquid and see, my business has made over $1 million for years, like over, But I'm talking about me personally. I needed to make over $1 million because my business bringing in $1 million is not me making $1 million. So when I hit 1 million liquid, I just came up with a plan. I'm like, I need $1 million. 10 ways to get 100,000 is $1 million. 25. Listen to this. 25 times 40. 25 ways to get 40 people is 1,000. Follow me. Come, let's go to math. 25 different ways, write it down, 25 ways to get 40 people. So if I had 25 different campaigns or 25 different, I know I can get 40 people. So 25 times 40 is 1,000. So I already know if I do 25 things in 25, then I can get 1,000 people or 1,000 units, because some of y'all do a lot of what I do, like y'all in different things that I do, but you're 25 units, right? So 25 times 40 equals 1,000. Stay with me. If I get those 1,000 people to spend at least $1,000 with whatever I'm doing, then I will have made $1 million. Because 1,000 times 1,000 is 1 million. Did y'all get that? I don't know why this is master levels, class level stuff. Why are you doing this on a Thursday? 25 ways to get 40 people is 1,000. You get those 1,000 people over time to give you $1,000, you have reached 1 million. The only way you can see it though, and this is how I was able to see it, is I didn't have to touch it. When I saw that in my account, I was looking like, what in heaven? First of all, you know I'm crazy because when I hit it, I showed my husband, girl, what is your issue? He was like, what? For 6 months, that dude didn't pull out his wallet for nothing. He was looking like, oh, she got him. Ex mommy. Like, wait, what, sir? Hello, how you doing? No, I'm when I tell you I'm hollering right now, I know better now. But I'm just joking, not joking at all. But listen, I can help you get rich. Getting money is not the keep getting money is the is harder than getting money. Does that make sense? Or to keep generating it. And so I'm ready to I'm ready. I really want to do rich girls again. I want to show people how to do this. Many people don't understand. Like I said, this house in the Bahamas, my husband knew nothing about it. I did it. I signed on the line. I had the money. I did everything. When he showed up to a fully furnished house in the Bahamas, and we've been here 4 years. And his wife was able to do that. What? When I went to go get the Bentley, I was like, babe, this is what I'm doing. And and we talked about it, of course, but I didn't need he didn't even go with me to negotiate. I had it. I'm a shrewd businesswoman. She said, yes, it is, because this is some mess. Oh, yeah, but you got to know, if I've said this in masterclass before, my next level masterclass, which the flyer will be coming out this week, is another level. So let me show y'all pictures real quick, and then we're going to sew. Because if y'all don't get what I just said, if y'all don't feel what I just said, money is not your issue. The creativity to get the money is the issue. And I'm getting ready to show y'all something on Facebook. They're going to put the ways to sew. I want y'all to sew something significant. Sew something. Somebody said same like grace, right? Sew something significant. Sew something significant. Let me show you my holiday party. Now, don't look at the different ways I look. Okay, hair change, sizes change. Don't do that, saints. Please don't do that to me. But I'm going to show you the holiday party. Here it is, right here. Look at that. Let me share my screen. The ways to give: PM Global One, PayPal is PM at PastorMonica.com, Zelle is LadyMHasco at AOL.com. Remember, all the proceeds of this week is going to the Vegas launch. So if y'all could sow $25, I would appreciate it. Some of you can sow more than that. You want to be a blessing. You see, I'm doing big things. I need y'all to sow for Vegas. I'm believing God for a certain goal for the end of the week that all of my expenses for Vegas is paid. Can y'all help make that happen for me? If 25 of y'all give me $100, I'll be straight. I'm just putting it out there. If 25 of y'all give me $100, I would be straight. Well, that's not the entire budget, but it would put me in a great position. So if 25, that's what I'm gonna release my faith for. If 25 give me $100, then then that'll put me where I need to be. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. And TikTok, I'm gonna show you. All right, share my screen. Let me see. Do y'all see my screen? You don't see too much of my screen. Anyway, hold on. That was the vending on the second floor. Hold on, TikTok. I know I'm close. Don't do that, saints. This was the vending on the second floor. Okay, remember I did these were my hostesses. These were just different guests that came. This is me and Bishop. I know we look younger now than we did there. But we was cute. Don't do that. Tara, there you are with your sisters. Oh, Tara, my baby just came back home. My spiritual daughter had been away, and we're not even talking about Toya. This is another one. Came back home. Oh, it was packed, y'all. This is one floor. This was packed. It was people everywhere. It was the bands. It was, it was just, oh my God, it was so amazing. It was so awesome. That's the guy from Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Okay, listen, we had celebrities. And again, all of the decorations, I didn't have to do any of it. I didn't have to. That was my Toya. Look at Toya. Oh, Toy, Toy. Yeah, it was so beautiful. That's my cosmetic line when it first came out and all of that stuff. So listen, guys, when I tell you, Lisa, y'all thought I'd just be playing when I say I've been doing stuff for a long time. I've been doing stuff for a long, when I tell you I've been doing stuff for a long time. And let me help y'all. Listen to this. Listen to this, y'all. Cheryl, listen to this. If y'all just did the stuff I did, y'all would be rich. Because everything I did would work now. See, I thought y'all was gonna get excited. You guys don't get excited about nothing. If I just told y'all all the stuff that I did, the conferences, the tours, the stuff like this, y'all, I'm a pour into some people. If y'all ready. Tara, 100-fold return. Kiko, 100-fold return. Tara, thank you. Again, Seed, 100-fold return. I need more of you to sow. I need y'all to sow something. Please, sow something. Sow something. So something. Y'all got me excited. I'm getting ready to put different people over different aspects of my life and watch it come to fruition. It's supposed to be bigger than this. It's supposed to, what I'm doing is supposed to be, I know too much for it to be this small. I just got a righteous indignation. It's supposed to be bigger than this. And so I got to pour into people. I know I'm helping people. But I got to pour. And so people can take one, the fear is, if I can be very honest, the fear of it is that you pour into people, you show them how to do stuff, and then they use it against you. And it has happened. But I can't be mom and pop anymore. I gotta pour myself into other people so that they can take the vision further. And guess what? If they act up SC, then God will get them. Vengeance is his. I don't have to get in God's business. You don't get to do stuff to me. And trust me, I'm watching it happen. You don't get to do stuff for me and your life remain the same. And it just is what it is. I'm not afraid anymore. There's no way, Tara, I could be doing stuff like that in 2013 and not be doing something even bigger and greater. You know what I mean? And I'm doing some stuff. But I need y'all help. I do. I need y'all. Y'all don't really never hear me talk like that. I'd be like, I'm good. I'm Philly all day long, y'all. So I'm always like, I got it. Philly versus everybody, baby. But the truth of the matter is, I can't do it by myself. The truth is, I got a coaching session. That's the truth of it. But the truth is, God said, I made it bigger than you on purpose. Stop going around being afraid. That's the enemy's tactic. This is what God's telling me. Stop going around being afraid. Those people did what they did. They left. Okay, you still survive. You're still thriving. You're still rich. You're still super cute. What did you lose? So yeah, 100-fold return. Y'all sow something. To those who will sow later, thank you so much. 100-fold return in this season, and we just thank God for it. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk more about. Tomorrow's going to be get the money. I'm going to show you 10 different ways. That's what I'll do tomorrow. Y'all don't want to miss tomorrow. 10 different ways to make $100,000. That's what I'm going to deal with tomorrow. I'm going to literally show you the intricate ways to make $100,000 tomorrow. 10 ways to make 100 bands tomorrow. Okay, who's going to join me? All right, tell your friends about it. Tomorrow, it's called Get the Money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Hey, go get the money. Go get the money. Hey. All right, I love you guys so much. I'm going to peace out right now so I can get like 2 minutes before my coaching session. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon.